Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the LA Clippers tonight. It's unfortunate the Lakers lose once again to the LA Clippers tonight. This is a continuous basis when it comes to the Lakers always facing the LA Clippers, and continuously, this is their 11th straight of losing to the LA Clippers. Now, this is just one of those type of moments in a certain matchups where it's pretty sad to watch when it comes to, how good of a franchise historically, and, just the Lakers are just the number one team in LA, and storage franchise continuously end up losing to the team in the basement, which is the LA Clippers. I mean, it's just like a continuous basis. And every time the Lakers face the LA Clippers, the Clippers play their best basketball against the Los Angeles Lakers. It's just the reality of the situation. The Battle of LA has been nothing but a continuous basis when it comes down to every matchup that we face the LA Clippers in. But when it comes down to it, I mean, this is another situation where the Lakers just continuously fall under the pressure, and for some reason they never step up in key moments, in key situations, especially when it came down to the Lakers trying their best in the second half to somehow, cut the lead down a bit, but unfortunately they couldn't enough, and that all has to do with the lack of defense and just the lack of effort from the first half. So it's unfortunate, and now with this loss, the Lakers are within the play-in. They're no longer in the 6th or 5th seed in the Western Conference. Their only hope at this particular moment is they have to hope that the rest of the teams that are surrounding the Lakers, like the Golden State Warriors and like the Clippers as well, and even the Pelicans and the rest of the teams are within the play-in, they lose their games, so the Lakers could potentially gain some momentum to potentially at least get the 6th seed. The 5th seed is out of the question. I don't really see the Lakers getting the 5th seed at this particular moment in time after this loss tonight. Their only hope at this particular moment is that the Lakers have to hope that the rest of the teams lose their games so the Lakers can gain some momentum to get some sort of place in the play-in. In a playoff seed. So it's a sad reality. I mean, I even predicted, even beforehand, the Lakers will make the play-in, and for them to get a playoff spot like the 6th seed or 7th, it's a long shot for the Lakers to potentially get that. So at this particular moment, it's kind of like a waiting game type of situation now. We're only 2 games down for the season to end, and the Lakers will face the Phoenix Suns on Sunday, and they will finish off the season on Sunday facing the Utah Jazz. And guys, I will give you all my thoughts and my opinions about what went down and what went wrong, and just the headlines of this game tonight, and get more in depth into it. But before anything, like always, guys, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, or like this live stream, and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all your love and support you guys have shown me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please be sure to hit that notification bell so you will know when I go live or upload videos on this channel. It's really important you do so you will know everything about the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to news, updates, speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers. So please feel free to do so. I really do appreciate your love and support. Follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. I'm always active on social media as well. If you don't see me on YouTube as much, I'm active on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN as well. So please follow me all across social media, and of course, subscribe to the channel I really appreciate your love support. Let's continue to grow this channel with your love support. So let's keep on growing. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you. But without further ado, let's just talk about the Lakers. Disappointing loss against the LA Clippers once again. As you can see from the title of the video, the Lakers lose to the LA Clippers. This is their 11th straight loss against them. Every time, I mean, the LA Clippers somehow become a championship team when it comes to facing the Los Angeles Lakers and just play their best basketball against the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a sad reality of the situation, but at the same time, regardless of what people say about who's a better team in LA, it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, it's Lakers town. Championships over winning games. I mean, that's just winning, I guess, playoffs or something like that. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm really trying to say here, but at the same, I'm just trying to say the Lakers, they're always going to be the top team in LA. It's Lakers town, regardless about the whole notion of the Battle of LA. So that's just me, and I think all of you will agree with me. It's Lakers town in LA. I mean, that's just the reality of the not situation, but like the norm of what the Lakers are in LA. So regardless of how many times the LA Clippers beat the Lakers, it's still a Lakers town regardless. So, I also want to bring this up as well. The Lakers are playing a back-to-back game, which the back-to-back game, when we won yesterday against the Utah Jazz, we went into overtime. So the Lakers are a bit tired, when it comes to facing a team that should have been done in the fourth quarter. But unfortunately, the Lakers had to go into overtime and try to win. And they won. But at the same time, they're a bit tired. So, and, when it comes to the LA Clippers, they haven't played a game since Saturday. So that tells you that they were already rested 100%, ready to go to beat the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. And that was the sad reality of the situation. I mean, if you want to I just want to put that into play. I mean, that's the whole idea of my feelings about this game tonight. The Lakers were tired. They just came off a win tonight. Winning a game against the Utah Jazz yesterday in overtime. So they're a bit tired. And, it's just the situation there that, that's the sad reality of this situation. The Lakers, I can't believe I just had to say it. I mean, that's the reality. I mean, the Lakers couldn't go on a back-to-back situation where, they could have beaten the LA Clippers in this matchup tonight. But it is what it is. I mean, hopefully the Lakers will bounce back from this loss with 2 games remaining, somehow beat the Phoenix Suns on Friday, and to continue to get a win in the last game against the Utah Jazz. That's our hope. And our hope is that the Lakers, competition around them, like the Pelicans, the Warriors, the rest of them in the play-in, will lose their games to potentially somehow at least get the 6th seed. But if they can't, 7th seed is the best route for the Lakers to end this season on a good note. That's the situation there when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers for reaching the play-in. And they already are in the play-in. I mean, there's no doubt. If the Lakers go on the next 2 games and they just lose both of them, the Lakers are still within the play-in. So reality of the situation, the Lakers will end up in the play-in and somehow compete with any team that they'll face in the play-in and somehow work their way to a playoff seed. So regardless, have no fear. I mean, the Lakers will still be in the play-in. But at the same time, it kind of hurts their situation now if they want to clinch a playoff seed in the Western Conference, to have at least a 1 week off to just stay healthy and just rest. But it's just like I mentioned, the Lakers have to hope that the rest of the teams around them will lose their games, so the Lakers can build some momentum off that and just win 2 of their last games of the regular season. So it's the reality of the situation there. Just got a comment here from Rabbit. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Uh, that was pathetic. Darvin didn't have them ready. 37 points given up in the first quarter, 34 in the second quarter, 71 in the first half. Yeah, the first half of the game was horrendous. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. They were unprepared, and at the same time, they were tired. Okay, I just mentioned it. The Lakers were a bit tired, obviously coming from a win in overtime against the Utah Jazz last night. They were competitive and they played their ass off when it comes to beating the Utah Jazz yesterday, and that's just the reality of the situation when it comes to what the Lakers had to deal with when they were facing the LA Clippers. And it's you can put the blame on Darvin Ham obviously because of his bad rotations that he put up, and obviously if the Lakers were going to lose this game tonight, I don't know why they played LeBron and Anthony Davis. If anything, they should have rested them so they could be 100% healthy, ready to go for the Friday's matchup against the Phoenix Suns, who are the fourth seed in the Western Conference. And they could have been the potential matchup for the Lakers when it comes to the playoffs if they somehow, I don't know, beat the LA Clippers tonight. But unfortunately, they couldn't. But it's another situation there where you never know. Maybe the Suns will potentially sit out Kevin Durant and maybe their top stars, and somehow the Lakers can get a win there. But at the same time, it is a situation there where the Lakers had to finish off the season strong on a good note. So, especially after this loss tonight against the LA Clippers. And now with this loss, I think the Lakers are, I might be mistaken, I think the Lakers are either in the, I'm trying to think, I think the Lakers are still the seventh seed, or maybe they are uh, maybe the eighth seed, because I know the Pelicans they won a game tonight, and I think that kind of helps them out to at least get the seventh seed now. So I think the Lakers either fall down to the eighth seed or they probably still within the seventh seed. So that's the I haven't checked the standings yet as they updated it. So let me just see real quick. Um, yeah, the Lakers are the seventh seed. So as it stands, what I see on Google, for the Lakers standings, they are the seventh seed at this particular moment. So to answer your question, but Rabbit, I really do appreciate your comment. It was bad. First half performance was bad for the Lakers. They were just a no show, especially defensively. I'm not sure why the Lakers didn't turn on their defensive abilities and had Jared Vanderbilt, Anthony Davis, and just all of them play elite defense against the LA Clippers. But unfortunately, it was ridiculous. It was pathetic to say what you're saying. It was pathetic tonight, and it just should have went a whole different way in that particular moment. You can just tell from the second half the Lakers were trying their best to come back, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. And I didn't see any sort of defensive effort from the Los Angeles Lakers, in the whole game tonight. So it's unfortunate. And the idea, I keep going back, the idea that you will allow LeBron, Anthony Davis to play in this game kind of puts into question of, how tired they are, or potentially, just how weakened they are in going into this game. And the idea that, also Mo Bamba was available to play. I mean, I just found that very interesting that, they had all these players being ready to go to face the LA Clippers, but didn't end up winning it. I mean, it was just a waste of minutes and waste of the times of LeBron and Anthony Davis to play in this matchup. If anything, they should have sat them out so they could so they could rest for 2 days and then face the Phoenix Suns on Friday and just end the season on Sunday with a win against the Utah Jazz on a strong note. But now more than anything, about the health for LeBron and Anthony Davis is going to be very questionable heading into Friday and Sunday's matchup. To end this season on a strong note. So it's a bit weird, but at the same time, it was just pathetic. It was just pathetic of how the Lakers, wanted to, wanted to do in this matchup tonight. So for sure. I just got another comment here from Rabbit. We have the tiebreaker against the Pelicans and the Warriors. So you can say that's good news in a sense. When it comes down to it, if somehow that's what I've been saying, and if you heard what I said in the beginning of this live stream, I said if the Lakers just win their 2 games remaining of their regular season games and end this season on a strong note, they had to hope also and rely on the other teams in the Western Conference, like the Pelicans, like the Warriors, and you can make the argument the Clippers as well, for them to lose their games. So the Lakers at least somehow push their way up to potentially get the 6th seed more than anything. So you're right in that sort of instance. They are the tiebreakers between the Pelicans and the Warriors for sure. I absolutely agree with you, Rabbit. I really appreciate your comment here. And once again, I mean, this is sad reality of the situation. The Lakers need to win both of their games, but they have to hope that teams like the Pelicans, teams like the Warriors, they have to lose their games moving forward in this last week of the schedule of the NBA season. So it's the sad reality of the situation where the Lakers just have to be ready to go and hopeful that the rest of the teams will lose their games so the Lakers can finish off this season strong to at least clinch the 6th seed, because the 5th seed is just out of the question. I don't see the Lakers getting it, and I hope they don't get it, because they will have to face the Phoenix Suns in the first round, which I don't want them to do, because the dominance of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and CP3, and Ayton, and the rest of that particular roster is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to who the Lakers have to face if they do face them. So the 6th seed is our hope at this particular moment. So the Lakers need to win their 2 games remaining of the season, and they have to hope that teams like the Warriors, teams like the Pelicans, the Clippers, even the Minnesota Timberwolves as well. I mean, just the teams that are under the Lakers and around the Lakers, they just have to make sure that they lose their games so the Lakers can gain some momentum, at least for the 6th seed or maybe the 7th seed, and just win 1 game in the play-in so they can secure themselves in the 7th seed in the Western Conference. And I think the good news about that, if the Lakers get the 7th seed, they will face the Memphis Grizzlies, who lately they've been playing very well. Oh no, actually no, they just lost tonight against the Pelicans, so they're not doing well themselves. But at the same time, when it comes to playoff time, maybe they'll turn on their A game and maybe somehow, get a run for the Lakers' money, I guess. I mean, it's just another situation there where, the Lakers could have a win-win type of situation, either secure themselves with the 6th seed or the 7th seed. That's their best hope there to, just be ready to go for the play-ins. To have a position in the playoffs once we reach that particular moment. So that's our hope. That's our hope the Lakers need to hope for heading into the 2 games remaining of the regular season. So that's our hope at this particular moment in time. And hopefully the Lakers will just finish off the season strong. That's all we have to hope for when it comes down to it. So thank you again, Rabbit, for your comment. Really good feedback and good conversations we had. But let's talk real quick about the Lakers' performance tonight. I think I said the gist of it. The defensive effort from the Los Angeles Lakers was horrendous to watch. especially when it came to the first half. But you can tell that he tried very hard to cut the lead down when it came down to the third quarter. But unfortunately, when it comes down to the third quarter, the Lakers tried their best to cut the lead down in the third quarter. But when it came down to the fourth, the Lakers just couldn't capitalize on just beating the LA Clippers in the fourth quarter, and it's unfortunate when it comes down to that. So, but the Clippers had a better, they had a great shooting night. They shot 44% compared to the Lakers 41, and the field goals 52 to the Lakers 50. The 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 free throw attempts, obviously, the Clippers are a better 3-point shooting team. No, free throw shooting team, excuse me, to the Lakers 66% from their free throw attempts. I mean, it's just not the type of numbers that you want to see from this Lakers team. I mean, they have to really make some free throw shoot arounds. I mean, that's when it comes to practice. I mean, they have to make them. I mean, it's just a sad reality. I mean, they have to make that. But it is what it is. But defensively, the Lakers were no show when it came down to it in general of how the Lakers failed to just beat the LA Clippers tonight. Let's see here. Let's look at the team's the player stats. LeBron James did his darndest. Okay, he tried his best out there tonight to help the Lakers win as much as they can. But the reality of it is that the Lakers just they just couldn't step up in this game tonight against the LA Clippers. I mean, LeBron played for 35 minutes. I'm very surprised that he played that long after coming from a win against the Utah Jazz in overtime. It was just a bad move. The Lakers should have set LeBron, Anthony Davis. I mean, I don't really care about the critics like Stephen A. and like First Take were talking about that they needed in a sense they were talking about the Lakers. The Lakers needed LeBron and Anthony Davis to play in this matchup against the LA Clippers. I mean, this is what it matters. And of course it was, but at the same time, if the Lakers were predicting to lose this game tonight, then why did you play LeBron and Anthony Davis after winning a game last night against the Utah Jazz where where they were tired in overtime, and it was just a bad match and a bad situation there when it comes to the Lakers, circumstances of what they dealt with last night. So it was just bad from the get-go from when it came down to this matchup against the Utah Jazz. No, excuse me, the LA Clippers. So it's just a sad reality. But LeBron put up 33 points, went 13 of 20 from the field, 4 of 6 from the three. So his shooting efforts were much improved compared to last night's, where he went, I believe, 1 of 7 or 1 of 6 from the three. So you can just tell that LeBron was trying his best to win this game for the Lakers, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. 4 of 7 from the three, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and he led the Lakers tonight in turnovers with 6. Then 1 steal and 1 block for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, regardless of this loss, LeBron played very well. He tried his best to win this game for the Lakers, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to capitalize on this win. And unfortunately, the Lakers lose tonight against the LA Clippers. Let's see here. Sorry. Austin Reeves, excuse me. I just had a blank there. My apologies. Austin Reeves had a great night, had 20 points out there tonight with 6 of 11 from the field and 3 of 6 from the three, 4 rebounds, 2 assists out there tonight. He did struggle with foul trouble. He had 5 fouls for the Los Angeles Lakers, leading in fouls. But at the same time, he played very well as well. 20 points. since starting for the Lakers. And, since the All-Star break, he's been nothing but a great need for this Lakers team. And I've said it once and I say it again. He deserves a max contract heading into the off season. And you know what? He just deserves it. I mean, the guy has to get his money, and I'm hopeful the Lakers will give him that in the off season for sure. So I'm really hoping that the Lakers do whatever they can to bring back Austin Reeves, because he's the big focal point of this Lakers team. And he is a great fit with every single Lakers on this team. I mean, any matchup or any duo that he's with, he always fits very well with that particular player, like LeBron, like Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, which I will get to him in just a bit, Dennis Schroeder. I mean, all across the board, Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, all of those combinations of those duos, Anthony Davis fits with those particular players. So, you can just tell that he fits with every single one of these Lakers players on this team. So that tells you right there that, he will fit very well with this Lakers team and, be part of this Lakers team for the near future. So, he deserves his money in the offseason for sure. So great job out there for Austin Reeves, 20 points. Anthony Davis did not have a great night. I think you can tell that he was tired. You can really tell by his, how he was playing tonight. 17 points, went 7 of 14 from the field, and, went 3 of 4 from his, from free throws. Very, it was all right. Should have made all of them, but at the same time, this Lakers team in general, they've been struggling when it comes to making their free throws go in. So, Anthony Davis went 3 of 4 from making his free throws, had 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks and 1 steal for the Los Angeles Lakers. You can just tell that he was tired. The rest of the team were tired after winning a game against the Utah Jazz last night in overtime, where, the Lakers, you can just tell that it was just, there was just some bad momentum going into this game because of the Lakers coming back from a back-to-back, coming from a win last night against the Utah Jazz. So it's unfortunate, but at the same time, Anthony Davis tried his best, 17 points and 11 rebounds. The return of D'Angelo Russell was good to see. Put up 15 points for the Los Angeles Lakers, had 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from the three, and managed to go three rebounds, 7 assists for the Los Angeles Lakers in his return tonight against the LA Clippers. I think more than anything, they wanted him to return tonight to just, somehow bring some more firepower to help this Lakers team to beat the LA Clippers. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case tonight. But it was nice to see D'Angelo Russell return tonight to help the Lakers as much as he can, playing for 39 minutes in his return, the most minutes out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for him to help the Lakers out the best as he can. It's just, it's unfortunate. At the same time, welcome back, D'Angelo Russell, tonight. So great job out. Solid night for him. Jared Vanderbilt, you can tell from the first half that he did not really step up defensively when it came down to the first half. But, you can just tell in the second half, he tried his darndest to help the Lakers out as much as he can. But it was just a lack of defense and the defensive effort that we saw that the Lakers were just not on their A game in that particular matchup tonight against the Los Angeles Clippers. So, but he had 8 points, went 3 of 5 from the field, and had 6 rebounds out there tonight. Surprisingly, no blocks. That tells you right there that the lack of defense was just horrendous for the Lakers in the first half, and just in this game in general. So it's unfortunate, but at the same time, the Lakers tried their darndest to try to beat the LA Clippers. So, but it's, hopefully the Lakers will redeem themselves and bounce back from this loss and go into Friday and Sunday with 2 wins potentially. So let's hope for that for sure. But let's talk about the second unit. Not a lot of effort from the second unit, to be honest with you guys. You can just tell that the lack of resistance and just the firepower for the second unit was a no-show. Especially when it come down to Dennis Schroeder's performance. He was horrible tonight. I don't know what was going on with him. I mean, for a guy who only put up 2 points, went 1 of 6 from the field, and only giving us 1 rebound and 4 assists. You could just tell that something was wrong with the guy. I'm not sure what he was on, but for some reason, um, he just didn't have his A game in this particular matchup tonight against the LA Clippers tonight. It's unfortunate. We really needed him more than anything to command this second unit, and unfortunately, he just wasn't there mentally. He wasn't there mentally tonight when it came down to this matchup tonight. So. He had a bad night. I'm giving him an F, to be honest with you guys. This was the games of games, and that should have went in the Lakers' favor when it came down to it. So it's unfortunate. He was just horrible tonight. Horrible. Just got a comment here from Love Harris Reed. Love Harris Reed. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate it. Hold on. We need to fire the coach because as soon LeBron was turning the ball over in the first half, the coach left the game, left them in the game until the Clippers got comfortable. Yeah, I mean, you could just tell that the rotations and just how this team went into this game, you can tell that something was off, something was wrong. And now you can also go with my theory in this loss tonight was that the Lakers, they were playing in the back-to-back game. They won in overtime against the Utah Jazz, so you can tell that LeBron, Anthony Davis, and the rest of the crew, they were tired. So you can tell that they were exhausted. And then, going into a matchup where the LA Clippers, they're no scrubs. I mean, they are a good basketball team, especially when they face the Los Angeles Lakers. They always somehow become a whole different team, and basically beats the Lakers. This is now they beat the Lakers 11 straight now. So this is unfortunate, but at the same time, we can also blame Darvin Ham and how he dealt with the rotations and how he was dealing the game when it came down to the first half. It was unfortunate. I mean, the first quarter as well. I mean, they were a no-show in the first half when it came down to it for sure. So, to answer your question, we can put the blame on Darvin Ham for sure. But at the same time, we have to also consider the Lakers are coming off from a win in overtime against the Utah Jazz, a good competitive team in the Utah Jazz, where the Lakers just couldn't, somehow, bounce back from that win and just, take all that energy and try to beat the LA Clippers. But unfortunately, they were tired. That's all I really have to say when it came down to it. I mean, they were exhausted. They weren't right in the first half. You can just tell by the way they were playing in the first quarter and even the second quarter as well. So first half was just horrible. But at the same time, the Lakers tried their best in the third quarter, but obviously it just wasn't enough for them to cut down the lead a bit. I mean, they did in the third quarter, but when it came down to the fourth, the Clippers got some momentum. Just looking at the quarter, or actually no, the Lakers had 36 to the Clippers 32, but it just wasn't enough. So at the same time, the Lakers tried their darndest in the second half to cut down the lead of the LA Clippers, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. And you can just tell that they were just tired after winning an overtime game against the Utah Jazz for sure. Another comment here from Love Harris Reed. But hold on, sorry. But do we still have a chance of making the playoffs? Yes, I still believe the Lakers will make the playoffs. The ideal scenario at this particular moment is that the Lakers have to win their 2 games remaining of the regular season. So they have to beat the Phoenix Suns on Friday, and they have to beat the Utah Jazz once again on Sunday of the final game of the NBA season. And their hope is is that other teams around the Lakers, they need to lose their games so the Lakers at least get the sixth seed. If the Lakers get the fifth seed is out of the question. I don't see the Lakers getting the fifth seed. But if they get the sixth seed or at least get the seventh seed, if they get the seventh seed, they only have to play one game in the play-in. So that's good news for the Lakers if they get the seventh seed and potentially beat somebody. I'm not sure who they face in the play-in if they get the seventh seed. But all they have to do is win one game in the play-in. So that's the hope. But at the same time, I still think the Lakers will make the playoffs. Regardless, I still think they will. LeBron has said it numerous times that he wants to be in the postseason. So with that being said, I still think the Lakers will make the playoffs. To answer your question, Reed, I will say to you that the Lakers will make the playoffs for sure. Have no doubt about it. And, the Lakers are still within the play-in, okay? They're clinched in the play-in. So they already have a good situation there when it comes down to the play-in. But, but once again, I go back. The Lakers have to win 2 of their games remaining of the regular season, beat the Phoenix Suns on Friday, beat the Utah Jazz on Sunday, and just hope that teams like the Pelicans, like the Warriors, lose their 2 games remaining of the regular season so the Lakers can push their way to at least have the 6th seed. That's the hope and the goal for the Lakers to make. So to answer your question, Harris Reed, I would say they will make the playoffs for sure. So have no fear, have no doubt. The Lakers will make the playoffs for sure. Have faith in the Lakers. Finish strong in these 2 games remaining of the regular season. So let's just hope for that for sure. Let's continue on. I was just talking about. And thank you for that comment. I really appreciate it. But let's talk about more about the Lakers' performances in the second unit. Dennis Schroeder, he was just horrendous. Troy Brown Jr. had 6 points, went 2 of 4 from the 3. But, his efforts was just not great out there tonight as well. And even Rui Hachimura, not a great night for him. And then Wayne Gabriel. Guys, I have to say, even though he puts the same numbers up, his defensive effort was nowhere to be found, in my opinion. I have to say, I did not see a lot of good defensive ability, defensive effort from Wayne Gabriel, in my opinion, especially when it came down to the first half. The second half, you can tell that there was something there from Wayne Gabriel, but at the same time, it's just it was just bad all around when it came down to his defensive effort, and just this team in general. Their defensive effort was bad to watch for sure. And then Malik Beasley had 7 points. He made 1 of 1 from one of his threes, and went 3 of 4 from the field. But sure, that's good stats there. But at the same time, his efforts was not enough to help the Lakers out, in general. So, but regardless, overall, guys, this was a bad loss for the Lakers. It was embarrassing. It was to put Rabbit's comment on here. It was pathetic. It was pathetic tonight from the Los Angeles Lakers. The blame obviously should go on, the Lakers organization, management, when it came down to the handling of how they wanted to have all their athletes be to play tonight against the LA Clippers after winning a huge game against the Utah Jazz in overtime, which obviously was maybe the main reason why the Lakers lost tonight, because how exhausted they were from just coming from a win last night. So we can also put the blame on that, and also the coaching, rotations, just the scheme of things of the coaching effort from Darvin Ham. So, we can put the blame on that as well. But, you can just tell that defensively, The Lakers lack that, and they just should have went in a whole different direction if they somehow decided, you know what, we're not going to play our guys in this matchup tonight. So, it's all good. They'll be healthy, ready to go to face the Phoenix Suns on Friday and just finish strong in that game as well. And potentially Sunday against the Utah Jazz, but that wasn't the case. I don't know. Maybe they heard a lot of critics today when it came down to First Take and Stephen A. Smith's ridiculous rant that obviously sparked something from Lakers management to have LeBron and Anthony Davis play in this game. So, it's I don't know, they should have listened to the Athletics, their athletic team potentially. But that's my own theory. But at the same time, it's just ridiculous. It should have went in a whole different direction. But it is what it is, guys. We should not dwell on this loss. We have to hope that the Lakers will finish strong with the 2 games remaining of the regular season and somehow be healthy, ready to go to beat the Phoenix Suns on Friday and finish the season off with a win against the Utah Jazz. So that's our hope. And if the Lakers win both of those, they have to hope also that teams like the Pelicans, teams like the Warriors, they have to lose their games to potentially just at least Lakers will either secure themselves with potentially getting the 7th seed, or maybe the Lakers will get the 6th seed. The 5th seed is out of the question. I don't see the Lakers getting the 5th seed. 6th seed or the 7th. If the Lakers get the 7th and secure themselves with the 7th, all they have to do is win 1 game in the play-in. If the Lakers do that, they will be in good hands in the 7th seed and potentially face the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round of the NBA playoffs. So that's the reality of the situation when it comes to the goal in mind of finishing off this season strong and hoping that the rest of the teams around the Lakers will lose their games like the Pelicans, like the Warriors. So we have to hope for that for sure. Just got a comment here from Turbo. Welcome back to the live stream. Really appreciate it. Lakers suck. Yeah, I mean they suck tonight for sure. The LA Clippers were the better team tonight, and they've been that way 11 straight when it came down to it. So I agree with you on that sort of sentiment. But just kidding. I get it. I mean, I understand you don't really mean that the Lakers actually suck, but I think it's just in this game, this matchup tonight. Yeah, I mean they suck tonight. That's the sad reality. The first half was just horrible. It should have went in a whole different direction. Maybe better coaching, rotations from Darvin Ham should have went in a whole different way. But it's unfortunate. But at the same time, in general, the Lakers were tired after winning a big win against the Utah Jazz in overtime. And it's just a sad reality for sure. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I just hope the Lakers beat the Suns. Yeah, that's the goal at this particular moment now. The Lakers have 2 games remaining of the regular season to finish off the season strong by just beating their 2 games remaining of the regular season. The Suns and the Utah Jazz on Sunday. So let's hope the Lakers will, do wherever they can to beat the Suns on Friday and somehow finish strong on Sunday with a win against the Utah Jazz to finish off this season on a strong note. And they have to hope that the rest of the teams in the Western Conference, like the Pelicans, the Warriors, they lose their games so the Lakers can secure themselves with either the 7th seed or at best the 6th seed. If the Lakers get the 6th seed, they have a week off to rest. If they get the 7th seed, the Lakers have to win 1 game in the play-in and secure themselves with the 7th seed and potentially face the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round of the NBA playoffs So that's the goal. That's the goal, and I hope the Lakers will beat the Suns and the Utah Jazz to finish off this season strong, on a good note. So hopefully they do so. Let's see here, Turbo. To be honest, I think Lakers need to fire Ham. Uh, I've been hearing a lot of that lately when it comes to the Lakers firing the head coach. But I think the Lakers know the circumstances and the situation of what Darvin had to deal with this season. The ego of Russell Westbrook and just how being a guy who's a first year rookie head coach uh, in general, not just for the Lakers, but this is his first head coaching job. It kind of takes a toll on a certain first year head coach to have so little experience in his first year, especially with uh, the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the greatest storied franchise in sports history. And it's just crazy. I mean, I can understand where Darvin Ham is coming from having all that pressure to deal with, lots of egos on this team, but at the same time, you know, if he has to learn from his mistakes as well. I mean, that's the whole point of a head coach. A first year head coach needs to learn, having better rotations, have a better scheme heading into a matchup where your team, you were just one game removed from an overtime game that should have played a lot into this matchup, especially when it comes to a better team in the LA Clippers when it comes down to that. So yeah, I mean, hearing a lot about it, but I'm giving this guy a pass for this season because he is a first year head coach, a rookie head coach, and it's just that reality. We just have to really put a lot of consideration around that. So I can understand your frustration, and a lot of Lakers fans' frustration over Darvin Ham. I mean, I've been frustrated of him as well. Okay. But at the same time, we have to put into account that Darvin Ham is a first year rookie head coach. So just have to put that out there. Let's see here. Turbo, uh, D'Angelo Russell needs to be more aggressive. Yeah. I mean, he did return tonight. So obviously he was going to have some, bumps here and there from his return. So, in any given night, he will give us around 20 to 18 points a game. I was very impressed of how well he played tonight with 15 points out there. But at the same time, he should have, maybe, if he scored 20 points, I think the Lakers would have won this game tonight. So if it was like a whole other way around, the Lakers would have, if he would have played, very well out there, the Lakers could have won this game tonight against the LA Clippers, but it just wasn't the case. And he did return from injury tonight, so I think he was just trying to get his rhythm in and trying to get his bearings in. So, um, but it's always great to see D'Angelo Russell return tonight after dealing with multiple injuries since the trade. Since trade deadline. So, but when he returns, Lakers are always one of the best teams when he's on the floor with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Um, so yeah, for sure. I'm glad to see him back. But if he will we like to see him play more aggressively? Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, he did return from injury tonight. So let's see here. Lakers need to get AD and James going in the beginning. Yeah, I mean, but I like to always refer to what I said before. I mean, the Lakers did had a big win last night against the Utah Jazz, which obviously was a big help because of their win tonight in overtime, where the Lakers were just tired, they were exhausted. When you play in an overtime game to trying to win it, you put all your energy in those 5 minutes after, I mean, if you look at how the Lakers played in that last night's matchup against the Utah Jazz, just adding on the overtime performances. LeBron played for 38 minutes in that game. Austin Reeves, 41. Anthony Davis, 42. Dennis Schroeder, 41. I mean, that tells you that they were exhausted for sure. I mean, absolutely. So, but at the same time, uh, in any given first quarter situation, you always have to lead with LeBron and Anthony Davis in the beginning of any certain minutes in the first quarter. So for sure, I agree with you on that. But let's all be aware. LeBron and Anthony Davis and the rest of the team were exhausted. After last night's win against the Utah Jazz. Let's see another comment here from Turbo. Who do you prefer the Lakers play against in the first round? Let's see. Sort of depends on the seed that they're in. Okay, if they get the 7th seed, the Lakers have to win one game in that round, in the play-in, and if they get the 7th seed, they will face the Memphis Grizzlies, which is also a good situation there for the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers have beaten the Memphis Grizzlies a couple of times this season, so that's a good vibe right there when it comes to the Lakers, who they want to face. But if they get the 6th seed, the Lakers will face the Sacramento Kings, which the Lakers have beaten multiple times this season as well. So, this is another matchup there. So if I had to pick, I would go with the Sacramento Kings and the Lakers getting the 6th seed. Okay, that's a good scenario for the Lakers to be at when it comes to who they face in the playoffs in the first round. If they get the 6th seed, Sacramento Kings will be an easy matchup for the Lakers because they are a young team. They don't have De'Aaron Fox, who I think he's still out with an injury. I might be mistaken, but if he's still injured, let's see here. Oh, he actually is healthy. My fault. For some reason, I thought he was injured a couple of games ago. Yeah. I think they're still a young team though. They're still a young team with a veteran like LeBron and Anthony Davis who have played in the in the playoffs before with experience. The Lakers will have an better upper hand of facing the Sacramento Kings in the first round with a team that's still young, who haven't had playoff experience. So this is a good situation there for the Los Angeles Lakers. If they get the 6th seed, the likelihood they will face the Kings in the first round, and that could be a winnable first round for the Los Angeles Lakers to at least advance for the second round. And that's a whole questionable situation there because, you never know who they face in the second round. So, that will be a good accomplishment for the Lakers. If they get to the second round, that's a good accomplishment there for the Lakers to achieve if they do so. But yeah, Sacramento Kings for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, I agree with you. I was going to say that the Lakers better, go against the Kings for sure. Yeah, I mean, I just think so. I mean, that's just a good situation there for the Lakers. But if the Lakers win 2 of their games, but if somehow the Warriors and the Pelicans win their games, the likelihood is that the Lakers will get the 7th seed. That will be a situation there where they have to win one game in the play-in, and the likelihood is that they will face the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. Which could it be a winnable first round against the Memphis Grizzlies? Maybe. It just sort of depends on how John Morant plays and the rest of that team that that they could potentially somehow knock the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round. So, it's sort of like an interesting matchup there where it's so hard to predict how the Lakers will play against them. So, yeah, I mean, but a good scenario will be the Sacramento Kings with the Lakers getting the 6th seed in the Western Conference. So the hope is still alive for the Lakers to get the 6th seed, but somehow other teams around them win their games. The sad reality is that the Lakers could potentially just get the 7th seed, move on to the play-in, win one game in the play-in, and somehow just face who they face in the first 7th round. No, sorry, with the 7th seed in the first round by facing the Sacramento Kings for sure. So yeah, yeah, we're all riding on the Lakers 2 games, and I just hope that they just finish strong. That's all I really had to hope for from this Lakers team. Let's see here. To be honest, it should not be like that. We have James and Anthony Davis. Lakers should be the 2nd seed. Yeah, I mean, if the Lakers won, let me think about it. There was a lot of games this season that should have gone to the Los Angeles Lakers. Either it was from referee calls or just some key moments and key situations that were just dumb plays that should have went the other way for the Lakers, like Anthony Davis free throws attempts that obviously should have from certain matchups like the Boston Celtics game, the Dallas Mavericks game. I mean, I can name you a lot of games that should have went in the Lakers' favor that obviously at least should have gotten the Lakers maybe the 4th seed, maybe the 3rd seed. The 2nd seed is a stretch. I can just tell you that, but at least the Lakers should have gotten like the 4th seed if they won half of those games that should have been winnable ones, like the Houston Rockets game, which obviously is a big topic and a big situation there when it comes down to that. So, yeah, I mean, the Lakers would have been a whole different comfortable situation if they won some of those games from referee calls and just some missed opportunity, matchups that should have went in the Lakers' favor. But at the same time, it just should have went in a whole different direction there in the Lakers' favor in that particular matchups in this season. So, but at least if they should have won those games, at least the Lakers would have been in the 4th seed more than anything. So the 2nd seed that's just a stretch, but at the same time, you never know. If the Lakers played the way that they have since the trade deadline, the Lakers would have been in a whole different situation there for sure. But yeah, I mean, this is, this was a crazy season. Let's just hope the Lakers will finish strong at the end of this season with beating the Phoenix Suns on Friday, and then beating the Utah Jazz for sure on, I believe it's on Sunday for sure. The Utah Jazz on Sunday. So yeah, guys, I mean, let's keep hope alive for the Lakers to finish strong this season on a strong note. And let's just hope that they achieve it, and hopeful that the rest of the teams in the Western Conference will lose their games, like the Pelicans, like the Warriors, and at the same time, like the LA Clippers as well. If they lose their games, the Lakers could potentially work their way back into the 6th seed, or probably stay where they're at with the 7th seed. I mean, that's our hope. Those two. If the Lakers win 2 of their games and hope for some of the teams lose their games, the Lakers have to at least get the 7th seed or the 6th seed to finish off the season strong. So that's our hope, and that's the hope of the situation where the Lakers are at when it comes down to it. So, yeah, we have to hope for that for sure. So, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you for the comments here. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Love Harris Reed. Turbo, again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it about your thoughts and opinions about the Lakers and your expectations from them. At this particular moment, when it comes down to it, I would say that the Lakers will have to do whatever it takes to finish off the season strong. Just win the game on Friday against the Phoenix Suns and finish off this season strong by beating the Utah Jazz on Sunday. Yeah, good night to you, Rabbit. Really appreciate you joining, and thank you for your comments. I really appreciate it. But when it comes down to it, the Lakers have to do just whatever it takes to finish off the season strong, and let's hope they do so, because we need to be in a very good situation to just be a competitive team in the playoffs. So we have to hope that the Lakers will finish strong for sure. And let's just hope for that for sure. Good night, Turbo. Thank you once again for joining me. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, that's our hope. That's our hope. The Lakers will finish off this season strong. So thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. Guys, I really appreciate all your love, support you guys have shown me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you will know when I go live of every single Lakers post-game show. So please be sure to do so. Subscribe to the channel, and of course, like this live stream. It will really help out. When it comes to people wanting to watch this live stream. So be sure to hit that like button and hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me all across social media, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. And once again, let's hope the Lakers will finish strong with these 2 games remaining of the regular season. Beat the Phoenix Suns on Friday and finish off this season with a win on Sunday against the Utah Jazz. Thank you all for joining me on this live stream, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.